healing from Lyme event.
I wanted to make this kind of a happy event because we're all so full of hope. And I wanted to share that with you today because these events kind of we're also humbled and vulnerable and lose hope so many times throughout treating Lyme and chronic illness. That we need to be reminded that people are healing from this all over the world. And Michael's helping with that. And Dr. Wilson's helping with that. And because there are success stories and a lot of people are healing. I'm going to go over a lot of different things here today that are talking about detox methods, how those of us that have done well with treatments healed from Lyme and chronic illness. And I'm going to offer a couple of suggestions. Anything that's discussed here today from any of us speakers are not medical advice. It is suggestions from experience. The doctors are free to offer advice. I am not. So anybody else is willing to take this information with you. What resonates, take it. What doesn't, leave it. Maybe come back to it another time if you need it. So I'm Kristina Bauer, and I founded the Texas Lyme Alliance, but I saw a need. I saw the need for a voice from the patients. We really need change. This event is to support Lyme and chronic illness patients with education and support to heal. We will go over many ways to detox because everyone feels differently, and I love that meme, healing is not linear. So that's a reminder today. So glad you're here. Okay, so our speakers, me, I'm the owner of ERYT, of Yoga Synergy Spa, and then I'm also the founder of Texas Lyme Alliance and communications expert for Gotcha. The second thing that I wanted to start, political advocacy. Next we have Michael Whitstaff. He's a naturopath from Villamedica and stem cell expert. Michael worked for 3 years with Infusio as their stem cell director, so he's very experienced in all kinds of stem cells. And again, we'll get to the part of all of that and why stem cells are important, why we keep having him come back. He's going to be speaking on stem cells, exosomes, probiotics, and binders. So I'm a mother of 4, ages 9 to 16. I caught Lyme 35 years ago in Illinois, playing in the creek behind my house. That's what girls do. Anyway, several tick bites my mom would pull off each time she pulled them off. So I've been reinfected and infected so many times. Almost always, I don't know why. Here and here, they like those spots. I've seen countless doctors, and I've had many different and accurate diagnoses, including Crohn's disease, fibromyalgia, and much, much more. I passed Lyme to all 4 of my kids. As you'll know, one of our big topics today is congenital Lyme. The other topic today, too, might be brand new to some of you guys, is, do you got Disulfiram? Have you heard about Disulfiram? It's on our t-shirts because it's our marketing message to the public. I'll talk more about why that is, but really important that we discuss the reasons why those 2 things are super important. Gestational Lyme has existed since 1985, since I've seen. So my first kiddo was 2003. What a shame. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. Properly educated physicians and precautions could have saved us a lot of heartache and money. Some of my children and I have been bedridden, in severe pain, had seizures, and many other difficulties. One child was in 4 different schools by the 2nd grade due to undiagnosed illness causing severe learning difference. So far, he's been diagnosed with 4 for 1 kid. And we've got a really good handle on all of those, and I'll tell you how in a little bit. That's the whole point today, guys, is we're all going to get up together. There's hope. We're all going to heal together. So y'all stay healthy, you doctors in the room. We love you and we need you for a long time. Another child this year alone has missed 31 days of school due to strep and Lyme and co-infections and yeah, a lot of things. So we're working on a lot of those, and mind you, they are so much better than they were. So I'm going to tell you about how to do that as well. So we're going to keep moving. I've got a lot of information to give today. After treatment with alternative validated therapies, we're doing much better, and we are mostly back to our athletic selves. When people get down in my house because they're sick and in bed and can't get out and they're crying and feeling so hard not to feel pitiful for ourselves, pitiful for the lives missed, I say just remember we're a house of athletes. So about Texas Lyme Alliance, it is an advocacy group for Lyme families of Texas. Our mission is to advocate for Texans the right to health through political representation, supporting patients, and protecting our doctors as human rights defenders. Dr. Wilson, do you like that?
Yes.
So, let's get moving, guys. The next thing I'm not going to read to you is called the invite. The invite is, I texted him on Messenger to confirm that he wrote this. He's got his name under it, I'm quite certain, but he never texted me back. So we're rolling with it. So this thing is really beautiful. It touched my heart, and I think it would touch everybody else's heart in the room. It's called the invite, and it's on page 2. So definitely read that. I had it at the end because it's a little tearjerker, and it really touched my heart. But if you turn to page 3, this big honker messed that up, so I had to put it in the correct. So this thing is something I've used for many years. I guess I've been doing ozone for about 3 years. It's been a big game changer for me. Oxidative therapies for Lyme have been a game changer. The doctors who provide IVs use a lot of IV ozone. This is the 3rd best thing, okay? The 2nd best is rectal insufflation. Those of you that are my ozone clients, raise your hand. You in the back. Happy dance in the room for those 2 beauties. Jordan, I was hoping maybe if you'd take 5 minutes at some point, I have to put you on spot because I know you tell me no, to tell them how amazing you've gotten.
Well, you know it better than I do.
Okay, but you're going to have to come up anyway.
Okay.
So the use of sauna should be an important part of any detoxification program. The sauna increases the eliminative, so proper detoxing, elimination of toxins, detoxifying and cleansing capacity of the skin by stimulation of the sweat glands, and it also promotes healthy skin. I hear everybody tell me she's commented since day 1. Yeah, this is Paula. This is Jordan's mother, and she's one of my detox clients. She said it since day 1. My skin, everybody's telling me my skin. You literally feel your skin when you're in there. It's sweating. So important to us. Before I got sick, raise your hand if you were not a sweater when you got diagnosed. We're not a sweater. Not a sweater. Okay? So, we get so clogged with toxins by the time we get a diagnosis. We're just, right? Everything's so plugged up with toxins, okay? That's why we're focusing on binders. That's why we're focusing on sauna and detox methods today, because nobody's done that. Hello. So, in our groups that I know of, actually I take it back, some of the doctors do and have touched on that throughout courses of, thinking of Dr. D did on his, and some others. But you guys can read some of this stuff on your leisure, and I admit wholeheartedly I'm handy at technological stuff, but not the best. Not 100% of my skill is here. So here's some of my pricing. I told you guys I'd have some coupons today. As you move through, I'm not going to read these. This is for y'all to read, ponder, take home, think about it. Again, what resonates is great If it doesn't, leave it or come back to it at a further time. These all, you guys, just so you know, these are near and dear to my detox heart. As a Lyme patient, the number one thing is detox. I have a lot of gene mutations, so this brilliant guy tested me for those, Dr. Wilson. You probably don't remember because I'm probably your 10,000th patient since then. You remember? I won't hold you to that, but so what's good for some people that works for some people doesn't for other people, and it can be because of gene expression. We were talking about, isn't that, did I say that right? Gene expression? How the genes work. We were talking about it with Michelle yesterday, is what I referred to. Epigenetics. So also raindrop massage. You guys, this is so powerful. When I give them, I work for 2 days. Just touching my hands. Just my hands for an hour. 8 simple essential oils. I'm a Young Living rep. My number's in here. If you guys ever want to try anything, please feel free to use me. You get a discount. And it's all in here. You may be set up with somebody else. But definitely, I'm a certified raindrop therapist. It is a Christian-based thing. So when we're trained to do some energy work. I'm also a Reiki therapist, so I work with energy, and that's as well. Same exact thing. Rave means life force, and Chi means universal life force, Reiki. So that's all we're doing in Reiki. It's very, it's one big blessing. It's not my religion, because I know some people get bent out of shape and talk chats and stuff I've seen in the past, maybe just 1 or 2. But it's not, I'm Catholic, but I don't ever impart that on my guest. It is just energy. We don't go that deep into placing a label on anything at all, okay? So everybody's welcome to try any of these services. The next one is lymphatic therapy with near infrared and frequency lymph detoxification. Who's ever had their lymph nodes hurting, swollen, slow flow congestion, right? Everybody in the room probably. So this one's a 4-prong, but it was the fastest picture that I could find. Mine's a 2. These suckers are really expensive, so bear with me. It's very effective. I always start, there's protocols for different things that I've learned. You start kind of in the neck and the subclavian area, and then you work around. There's always a method to do it. And then we branch out to specifics. My right knee hurts. Okay, we still start on the top protocol and move out for proper elimination of toxins. The red light, everybody knows about that. Michael had some for B-Light for us when we went to Willamette Bruin to get our stem cells almost 2 years ago. We went to see him. My friend Michelle was so wonderful to go with me. And we had an awesome experience at his place. So you guys will hear him talk a lot about the therapies he offers and the stuff he suggests. But lymph is a huge deal. The raindrop, it's oxidative, you guys. These convert to oxygen in the body, the raindrop massage, okay? So they are all designed in the same order and same way that you deliver it, so that we're putting it along the spinal column of the feet using VitaFlex technique, and then the spinal column of the spine. Everyone's taller when they get off my table, at least a little bit. He said, what was the therapy you guys see that in? Getting taller, craniosacral.
Craniosacral.
This stuff works. If you can get room in your vertebrae, so that the spongy material has room to have shock absorption and flow of blood flow and all the good stuff these guys know about more than me, but we all feel a lot better, okay? So these things are all really important to visit. This stuff that I'm telling you about, I'm not selling you on not one thing today. I'm not selling anything here. Those are for donation. Please do consider buying those, and then please do consider making a donation on our website, because it helps us host these events and it helps us host additional ones in the future.
Namaste, that's myself. That's all I got. The next is a chi machine for lymph and circulation. Has anybody used that? Okay, so they're fairly inexpensive. They're like $80. You might have even steered me to that one, Michelle. I don't remember. Probably like half the stuff I have we've all talked about together. And then the underneath that is something pretty special. It's called an ionic foot bath. It's for detoxing again. And it literally, you just get a tub. Has to be fairly specific because it stains and hygiene reasons and so forth. But you put your feet in it and it pulls toxins from your feet. Now, I don't know if I 100% believe the story that it's literally pulling things out of your toenails and your pores in your feet and whatnot. I don't have anything to say about recommendations or whether things do certain things or not. I can tell you in my personal experience, because I'm not a doctor, I'm not certified in any of this stuff out of the other things that I've told you I am. So I'm speaking from experience on all this stuff. It works. You guys, the second time I got into it, I felt, okay, I have congestion of lymph up here, and I think I figured out for the second or third time why that is. It's been 4 years ever since I had a port. It has given me a lot of trouble, but I have a lot of mess in my neck. So, on to addressing that, something new in a different way. But this ionic foot bath, literally is 30 minutes and I felt burning and pressure. It wasn't, my imagination. Are there people over there, you guys? Anybody see anybody walking around? Please steer them in if you would. Sound therapy and meditation, super cheap. These 30-minute things are add-ons to other larger services, would be wonderful for use of time. Private yoga lessons, Lyme coaching, again, it's just from experience in treating 5 people. We're doing pretty good. I don't have all the answers, I don't claim to. And then group yoga services are in that first studio I steered you to 400 to begin with. It includes a modified schedule of 5 classes for people just like us a week. And I did that on purpose because I needed it and I could. So that's why it's all in a chair. There's no up and down off the floor. If you feel super pops, induced one day where your head is circling and whatnot, then that's your game. The others are laying on the floor, not moving barely at all. A lot of this stuff, you guys, is slowing down the nervous system to where we can go all and to where we can rest and come to a nice homeostasis within our nervous system, and that translates out to the mind and physical body and overall health. So as we're twisting in yoga, we're moving things around, we're palpating organs, we're squeezing toxins out. A lot of people hurt after a yoga class, even a very modified way. So I have a little protocol for that. Just suggestion again, not medical advice. But I have people do minerals 30 minutes before a class. We do our yoga class, or detox bath is the same protocol that I have done successfully, and it's helped other people. But then binders 30 minutes after, because you're really having to soak up stuff you've squeezed out literally from the depths. And that's what's the problem. Lyme never hides in the, on top of a hill, so to speak. It gets deep, it goes deep. Okay, so this is all detox methods to help you heal. Everything from page 5 to page 1 has been my go-to. I don't have enough money in, I'm saving still, but Jordan has one. I used to have an infrared sauna, and EMF is a real issue with these things. It's very, very high. Be very careful with what you buy. If you ever do radiation poisoning with a sauna, you don't want that. So talk to people who know, okay? You bought a clear light, and I had sunlight, and out of liability purposes, we'll leave it there until the camera's off. So I have my opinion of that. Not everybody will enjoy hearing. Membership discounts are available when you go to Retail and Pay. You can text me for any reason, questions, if you want to schedule something, or online. My schedule for all of these services are online at yogasynergyspa.com, wellness tab. Okay? Dawn is one of my instructors at my yoga studio. Say hi, Dawn. She's so lovely. I'm going to talk a little bit, and I'm really eating up time. So the rest is all for you guys to read. Turn to page 6, super important. This here, you guys, is so important. Again, I said before, get active, show up with your feet, tell people Lyme is here in Texas, and hello, you can't miss us. We have these green shirts on almost everywhere we go. These are the next upcoming events, and I left one off. April, Boitanos, May 23rd or something, 19th, in New York, New Jersey, okay? These are all advocates that we all unite under gotcha, and we all unite under things like Texas Lyme Alliance or Bay Area Lyme Group. It's their Bay Area. They're so awesome, you guys. There's certain ones, guys, really, really careful of some of the others. We've all had some things that didn't help us heal, is a great way to say it, and other things that are very, very helpful. Prevention, super important. Then you guys can go through the rest of this on your own time so we can moving. This is really great. You guys probably all know prevention tactics, but this talks a little about landscaping. I never really thought of taking bugs further, right? They're in the brush. Okay, so clear around your house. Any lines is in your pamphlet, but
just to point out, once because the ticks are here, it doesn't matter how they got here. The thing that is spreading ticks in the mice.
and the process, okay?
Relationship to the tick. Therefore, what I've been doing is to prevent kids is I would keep cotton balls. And I go back to at the farm store, they spray on the it's a animal spray. You soak the cotton balls in that and spread it on the arm. So if a moth takes that and takes it into its nest, and it takes so that's another thing too, just spray on clothes and shoes.
Yeah, definitely important. And then resources for Lyme, electrothermal screening, holistic dentistry. There are certain ones that are great for certain things. Mold, EMF, stem cells, body work, and thermography, colonics. That's a big deal. It's a really big deal. Colonics, you guys, is one of the best things you can do for your detox system. Opening up your detox pathways. Super important that things stay moving in a healthy fashion. And then the rest of this is for you guys. Michael, did you want to come up? Yeah, I brought this for you. This I brought from Dr. Wilson's last meeting that he gave. This is if y'all went to that meeting for the North Texas Lyme Group, what can you do now without a physician? Because a lot of us are bouncing around, we're having interim where we're not 100% on board with what our doctors wanting us to do, so we're kind of like, until we figure things out, make a shift or go back, who knows? But stevia is in studies talking about other things. And then I did want to talk about Disulfiram. I'm not going to go deep into it because you guys have a huge packet. Now, this is put together from two really special ladies in my life that really helped steer me in the world of advocacy. I've learned so much, and while these guys are in the room, Jenna Luce-Fair has 30 plus years of working globally on the human rights of the marginalized, women, the Lyme community, the HIV community. She was at those rallies back in the day when we were in high school. And she's just amazing. Former senior advisor to the United Nations and the U.S. government, director of the Ad Hoc Committee for Health Equity in the ICD-11 borreliosis codes. That is huge right there. So I found Jenna about 4 ways to advocate. And you have to be picky, you have to really be mindful of how people present themselves, how they're putting out the message that you're going to carry. If you start sharing their news, if you start saying their words, it matters. Because some of them, I have just seen Patrick Plum, God bless him, just shared something about people calling a cult-like. Is that you on that thread? Cult-like. Please do your own review of people before you advocate with them. It's very, very important. You want your message to go out the way that resonates with your scientific beliefs and the beliefs that you hold as a mom. Congenital Lyme is everywhere. And if you're not getting your message out effectively about congenital Lyme being not possible, right? Yeah, it's impossible not to give birth. So it's blood to blood. It's so easy. How are they missing this in the publications, in the studies, in how they treat us? 35 years ago when I first got sick, I could have reported 4 kids being scary, scary sick. I don't like using that definitely sick word because it's your kids. So Coco is another one, and she's been really wonderful personally to us, but she is a retired pharmacologist, pharmacokinetics. I never heard these words, a year plus ago, but she wrote this, okay? So it's very scientific in nature, and it is about Disulfiram. Disulfiram has been used in treating Lyme disease over 2 years. Ireland, Mexico, California, and I'm the first one in Texas that I know of. San Diego, yeah, so I don't know outside of those. So I've done my own study because I'm an experiment, and I've done every darn thing else experimentally. Have we all not done experimental medicine? Raise your hand, right? So the message to patients from her, she says, and she's a wonderful big personality when you advocate in the world. If you go to see my videos, I've been all over the past 2 years that I can afford to do. But it's really fun. It's very emotional, and bonding is a very good experience for a Lyme patient to do. If you can afford to go to these next ones I put in the packet. So this is her message to you guys. So she's got a great background. She's treated malaria. She's got 5 different kinds of malaria. It's in her body. She talked to you one day on the phone. So, look, people, she was symptom-free for 4 years, okay, and started Disulfiram. I'm just going to tell you a little bit about that. So page 1, the very front of this one here, and I'll make these available online for the most part. I will protect our doctors for our resource page. Please don't just scan it and post it everywhere. We do take heart to protect our doctors. So that's internal for you guys. Anything else is available online. I have good news, Jenna says, about a drug that is affordable and well tolerated for many of us who live with Lyme co-infections. Disulfiram is not an antibiotic. My poster today says get Disulfiram instead of got milk because most of us are dairy-free and we need Disulfiram. And then the other is, of course, congenital Lyme, because how can we not be talking about this? How can doctors not know what the heck to do? It's blood to blood. It's impossible. Dr. Wilson confirmed today for us, and there's studies. I won't put you on the spot outside of that. It exists. It's possible. The drug is 70 years old and originally used as a treatment for alcoholism. The brand name is Anabuse. It is widely well tolerated with a great safety history. The drug has also been used to treat malaria, which is infection very similar to Babesia viruses. Disulfiram is a generic drug, and the treatment costs, with my insurance, I literally held a bottle that can be touted as the cure for Lyme or remission for Lyme for $10. That just makes me weep. $10. I've spent so much money for 7 years treating 5 people. It's ridiculous. I'm sure you guys have too. Even Dr. Wilson, his family, and others, they all have suffered unnecessarily, but I'm not going to complain about it. I'm going to do something about it. That's my nature. That's why we have Texas Lyme Alliance. So please use that phrase. Disulfiram is a generic drug, and the treatment costs about $300 to $350 in the USA. The drug comes in form of a pill. Now that is if you don't have insurance, and that is to reach core dose for 6 to 8 weeks. 500 milligrams in our experience, this is not medical advice, is for a 200-pound person, and this is a great spot for me to just briefly tell you what happened to me. So I'm 142 pounds, and I worked over 9 weeks. So the dosage, as you may see in here, don't miss that, it is in here. We're supposed to go low and slow, starting around 125 to 250 is the suggestion, again, not medical advice. And work your way up every 2 weeks until you reach the next level. 125, 250, 325, 500. You go very slowly, very low. If you're hurting your head off, I don't recommend from personal experience to move up. Stay where you are. I was in a great spot, mind you. I had energy for days. Wave your hands. Give me a big wave. Yeah, he helped do that because I did everything, you guys, and I hear so many Lyme patients say, I've done so much stuff that I don't feel any better. How many have said that, right? It's aggravating as heck. I'm watching this money just fall, right? So, my God, $10? My husband, this is Jenna speaking again, who has been very sick with Lyme disease, Babesia, and Bartonella, is on this treatment and been kayaking for the first time in 15 years. I have been in functional remission for 7 years from Lyme, Babesia, and Bartonella. I thought 4. There you go, 7. I decided to test Disulfiram to see if I had subclinical infection. It appears I do. This means I could be going a long time for years that one day show the early signs of dementia or some other life-threatening Lyme disease complication. I feel better than I have in 20 years, and so does my husband, Steve. Now, mind you, other people in my gotcha group and other advocacy groups have family members of themselves that have experienced using this. I have kids in a business. I can't jump into a treatment and my bottom fall out. I never expected it to. Never expected it to. Remember, Disulfiram drug is affordable and well tolerated by many patients. This gives me hope that many of you will recover well-being, good health, and joyful life. That's what it's all about. That's what I'm here to raise the roof about today. I'm really excited about Disulfiram. She writes faithfully, Jenna. And then there's her experience, and this is her plug, because the two of Cosette and Jenna put this stuff together for us, and it's so much work, you guys. And it says, the following information is not to be taken as medical advice from her, right? You're going to read a whole lot of medical stuff in these pages. Doctors, you will learn so much. She talks a lot about Dr. Kim Lewis's study that proves persistence. Proves persistence. And that's why we need this drug, you guys. It's antimicrobial, it's antibacterial, and it's antiviral. It is not an antibiotic. It's not an antibiotic. It's not an antibiotic. We have been praying the Lyme community for something like this for how many years, Dr. Wilson? 40 years. 40 years, everybody. That's a long time for people to be committing suicide, dying, bedbound, coming out of the financial community, causing... Can you imagine if all these people get on disability? Hello? And forever? What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. $10. That was, yeah, 10. So, there's no need for insurance companies to fear this drug. There's no need for the CDC to fear this drug. And there's really no need, if this is truly the holy grail that we may, not 100% sure that we think it is, we don't care to legislate. We don't care to beat down the doors of the CDC with a megaphone where dogs with police come and tell you to back up. Not fun for a patient who doesn't feel well to hear that everywhere you go, just to speak out. I am honoring Martha's group today with my bracelet from North Texas Lyme Group, and I hope you guys consider buying Texas Lyme Alliance t-shirt for the same reason. Wear it this month and month of May. It's important, you guys. It's important. Every time you wear it, you're voting with your feet. So read the rest of this information. I moved up in my own experience every 2 weeks with Disulfiram. I was feeling awesome. I didn't have great energy. I think I have quite a bit still to work on. And I had great energy. I felt great. For 4 years, I didn't have that. I was treating away. And I never had that. But on Disulfiram, I was starting to feel herpsing. I wasn't feeling great. So I knew it was working. So fibromyalgia were my symptoms: headache, sinus burning and pressure, neck. I've had several accidents, as I've said before. I'm on leave from teaching yoga because my neck apparently is really trashed. So I have had this lymph collecting over here. Lyme hasn't helped that, I'm sure. With trauma, they always go to inflammation. Disulfiram's been in there, I can feel. Okay?
Is it for fibromyalgia?
So if anybody has fibromyalgia, again, I'm not a doctor, but from experience that I've had fibromyalgia for my adult life, and I can tell you that it's viruses and bacteria infection and some other stuff probably from in here that I can't pronounce, but it's gone. It was gone. I didn't have fibromyalgia, you guys, for 2 years. So after I got back from Germany, I was feeling really amazing. And energy, didn't have any pain. I took myself off low-dose naltrexone. I recommend everybody get on that. But I haven't needed anything in my pharmacy cabinet for 2 years. I started having some neurological stuff when I'm typing on my computer. My fingers would go weak. I stopped remembering everything sharply, and I had brain fog and a little bit of joint pain in my knees and that kind of thing. So I knew it was back, and I had tested through EDS. It's another thing on your resource page that I've used that's worked for me. Names, phone numbers, email addresses, whatever you guys need. This place, for me, there was a need for all of these pieces of information to come together and go back out. Explode on you guys. There's a line. Explode on. These people are needing our help. And the really sick people aren't in this room. That's why I have 2 cameras going. How many people have gotten upset in meetings before because they were bedbound and couldn't hear how to heal? What a shame. That's what we're putting on. Those people have done an amazing job. I'm not complaining. But there's a need, you guys. There's a need to get information to one another. Okay? And there's a need to spit it back out. If you see somebody struggling, it's your obligation from today on, if you accept the task, to help them. Michelle's been one of the best friends. And how many other people have said, oh, this one here. You guys, these are all my bestest friends. You guys are all my closest tribe. So, it's your obligation to send a message if you have 5 minutes and just spill something out you know you want to say. Another thing that's really, really important is detox baths. Detox baths are really amazing. We were just talking about them yesterday. So Dr. Wilson would like to say something about the prevention piece and anything else you want to. And then if Dr. Himmel comes, he can say LDI. Otherwise, you're using it in your clinic now. I'm so pleased to hear. You can mention why you use LDI for us today. Thank you. These are your notes if you need anything today, and these are yours, because I have a bad habit of muttering every single person in the room. Does anybody have any quick questions? Lyme brain, we tend to forget, so that's why I brought those clipboards today, and you guys can make notes comfortably. If there's anything, just raise your hand real fast. Anybody have a Martin?
Are Lyme doctors jumping on that?
So I have got several that have said that they are willing to do. I have, okay? So in the Lyme resources, Dr. Wilson, are you shaking your head at me for a reason today? Whatever. So Dr. Wilson's a super funny guy.
Nobody.
Anyone doesn't know.
You know.
And she said jumping.
Are any Lyme doctors?
Well, I didn't confirm the jumping now. Let's not go here. So I'll just listen. Here's the facts. It is not being used in Texas. I'm the only guy. So I have put together, and I've got it updated, mind you, but my own Excel spreadsheet of experience and when and at what milligram. It's so easy to do your own drug trial, you guys. It's not rocket science. We're not publishing to the, journals here, okay? This is for my BFF Sandy, when she does it and she doesn't. This is for my friend Frank, or Marnie, or Michelle, or Dr. Wilson. You're a great candidate. Who doesn't have inflammation? Viruses, bacteria. And that's drugs that you can't get rid of. Now, I will tell you, so important for the super sick people that I have talked to about Disulfiram. Now, mind you guys, we have been very, very busy, my group and I, on selling Disulfiram. We don't make any money. We're not here to make money. We're here to pass on the good information that we have found that work for us. It's really flippin' important. Really important. You come to these meetings, you feel it too. I know you guys do. Pass it on. Talk about it. We're not going openly on websites. Thus, so far, we've been working many months on this under the platform of everybody else over here that's pushing CDC buttons and HHS buttons and jaded and mad. We're not over here. We're going, oh yeah, suck our pants over there because you just smooth and slow over here. So we're not even on the radar with stuff like this. And guess what? I'm the first person to say, I'm an alcoholic if I absolutely have to. I don't care. My family's getting well. We're all getting better. Not every single person has a great experience on Disulfiram. So guys, please read this stuff. It's really important. It's from some great scientific minds who know what they're talking about. Dr. Wilson, did you say you're clear on? This is Dr. Wilson. Are you still with iLabs? So I can probably, please, would you? Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I'm so glad you're here, Dr. Wilson.
All my family.
No.
So I had to, excuse me? You can't hear me.
Not very well.
Sorry, let me turn this up. I didn't know that was.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Speak up.
Yes. My entire family is infected, and
Can I film this, Dr. Wilson? Do you mind?
part of my research.
I already talked to an attorney and Jenna and everybody else important. They said, please.
No, it's fine.
Give me a sec. All right. Go ahead.
All right. In any event, we went through that with my family. My wife was very sick. We had good IVs. This is back from 2002, 2003. Nobody knew anything about this except for her son.
Can you speak up? The air is on.
I was lucky enough to call him and have him answer the phone, and he said, it sounds like she's got Lyme. That test was negative, CD57 is low. This is noticeable in importance. The second part of that is treatment. Okay? So she needed IVs, and I tried to get this with the insurance, and the insurance would not cover it because I don't have the diagnosis. So that didn't stop me, but I happened to have some money because I was practicing physician. It was $8,000 a month for low 7. It's not generic, and so it's still got no law. Everybody has Lyme. Very few of them can continue to work successful. It takes a whole while. So, anyway, that's where I'm coming from. And Dr. Foyer, who's taken over my
In your
practice,
resource packet,
resource
contact
packet,
information who's taking over Dr. Wilson's practice and patients.
he is a clone. I don't know what else to say. I'm retired, he's retired. All his family was infected. I took care of his wife. So he's deep involved in this. Like I was. He's going to make a difference. A couple of things about treating yourself. Okay, it's going to be hard to get Disulfiram, and I know that Kristina is very optimistic about this. It sounds really good. Okay, there's no studies on this, but we're working on that.
Well, GLA came out with one, and there's another one that's out.
Published.
I know.
Okay, you know
Just
what? I'm not trying to say anything. All I'm
Devil's
saying is,
advocate.
don't stop. If you find a
That's right.
practitioner who can do this, who watch you with Dapsone, it's killer. I don't like Dapsone.
No.
It's very aggressive.
Very hard.
Very difficult, and you have to have 2 other antibiotics with it.
Very expensive.
Okay, so I didn't want to do that. There's in mind, PCA, with choice, Dr. Horowitz thing, and I could do that, but I didn't know anything about it. And that's my point to a lot of people. Treating yourself when you don't have a doctor. First of all, there's some things out there that can really work. Okay, cement or bamboo, both in vitro, or in the science lab, kills all forms of Lyme. Does not kill persistence, but breaks up biofilm that kills other forms of Lyme. And that protocol is available to you in our prescriptions. If you get those 2 medications, like I'm not talking to anybody about that.
Now we can hear you.
I turned the thing off so we can hear you.
Okay.
Really loud.
I've never been accused of not projecting or being annoying. Okay, so,
Never annoying.
all right, so the point is that if you're stuck like that, you can't get treatment, and you're beginning of this, I use this all the time. My patients will come to me and shake me very warmly by the throat and say, I'm through with the antibiotics. Okay, and so I usually went into cement and Bauer, and because I was having excellent success with antibiotics, but the cement and Bauer works too. So people who weren't getting better at the end of their treatment, when they started, they didn't want to go on cement and Bauer. And I make sure that they walk out of there with stevia.
Nutrient, right?
We also know about the papers that were done, the scientific things that were done by Dr. Zhang out of, where is he? Yeah. But his study, I don't know how he got to 15, whatever million dollars. But they were able to, he was able to take the essential oils, 15 essential oils, and run them through the same protocol that he did with antibiotics to find what works best. There were at least 4 or 5 in paper, in his paper, and so it's published online. It's easy to read, but there are 4 really good essential oils that can work very well against persisters, and oregano will knock you off.
Oh, give me that.
You don't start with that. Okay. We've got to be careful with that, but even in small, very small quantities in the test tube would wipe the Lyme out, especially the persisters. There's confusion about what a persister is. Okay? And if you read the papers, CDC and otherwise, they're calling cystic forms, the other forms that aren't persisters, they're calling
That's right. That's right.
Okay, the persisters are what's left in those monkeys that,
I know your mind.
yeah, that's what's left after all the treatment. And then they sacrifice them. Well, this is my neighbor's studies. Okay, she takes 10 non-human primates that have the same circulation that everything else that we do. She infects them with ticks the way you're supposed to. They get the whole works, the blood work, and everything's positive. She treats them with ibuprofen for a couple of months. She treats them with doxycycline for 3 months. And then she puts sterile tapes on them to see what they got were these strange Lyme-looking organisms, sparklet forms, that didn't metabolize. They couldn't grow them. They had to say, oh, in fact, these people said, oh, that proves our point. There aren't anything that are still alive after this post-Lyme thing. So that's a proof. No, it isn't, because they are still alive and they can reconstitute over time. This stuff's been around for 20 million years. Please.
You didn't start Lyme.
No. This is, they've been playing with mammals for 20 million years at least, that we know of. Okay, so anyway, got that wrong. The point is there are resistance, and you have to address that along with the biofilm. So it's therapeutic form, cystic form, biofilm for sisters, infection. There may be other little things there too.
Can I interject something really fast? Dr. Himmel is a Harvard graduate. This guy is mince smart. He'll make a funny face. And then he's also the president of the Educational Foundation for Iowa.
Go figure.
This guy's real important in Texas, okay? I heard about this guy. He was the only person willing